Jesus, I gotta hit up a convenience store or something. I am absolutely spent. We need to get like a sugar-free Red Bull or something.
You are telling me. I have been awake so long, I've started having hallucinations. Like, I feel like this tree's talking to me.
Holly, come on. We've known each other for years, man.
I know, Timotry, I'm sorry. We have to finish for today, though. Absolutely spent. I don't even think sugar-free Red Bull's enough for me. I might have to resort to meth.
You know, Holly, meth doesn't sound that bad actually. And given the current housing crisis in our wonderful city of Austin, illicit substances with tragic and mind-altering consequences to affect our circadian rhythm are freely available at every street corner.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Meth.
Meth.
Meth. Meth.
Meth. Meth.
Meth.
Meth. Meth. Meth.
Would you keep it down? We got plenty of meth here already.
Jesus, stop the fat and blabbering! You're ruining the high!
Shit, we've hit the jackpot. Who knew what there was meth right under our noses the whole time?
It is not under our noses yet, but almost. Excuse me, gentlemen. We would love to procure some of your finest amphetamines, please.
Gentlemen? Who the hell is you calling gentlemen? We is fat in gods, we is.
That's right, mate. We've surpassed the fucking limitations of mind and body and transcended into an enlightened form of being, you twat.
Honestly, Holly, at this point, I think we just went too far. Let's go to the convenience store, and just pick up some sugar-free Red Bull, like we planned on doing.
Look at the little tyke. Wanting to drink some fucking sugar-free Red Bull for the energy to film your shitty fucking sketch show. Go on then. Go on to your daft shite. Drink your energy slop. But when it's time to reconcile with the eternal truths of the world, you're gonna wish you stuck with us.
That's right. Tell him, you tell him. They say that Red Bull gives you wings. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I bet you never flapped your arms so hard you've gained altitude, you bastards.
That's literally impossible. Look at this one.
Oh.
He thinks I never flapped my arms so hard I started flying.
Then
You do need.
prove it.
I totally would 100% do it right now, but I just kind of am not in the mind space right now and I don't feel like it.
That's the problem with you, Bellens.
Yeah.
You think you need to see to believe that the possible is impossible. You think in such binaries, you might as well be a computer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, I'm just sick of this philosophical shit. Just give us some meth. We're dying out here.
Maybe dying is the first step to living. Maybe the act of assertion is a stepping stone for self-realization. And maybe if you two weasels weren't out here looking for fucking meth, you would realise that being tired was your energy all along.
You menges are so focused on the bloody destination that you've forgotten the journey in which your destination is contextualized.
Right.
You wanks.
Yeah, I'm over this, and we've missed our break, so let's go.
Yeah, let's just. No meth, Goddamn.
Another valuable lesson imparted on a couple of tossers.
I will say, they had the bollocks to keep asking us for meth despite us taking the piss out of it.
Funny you mention it. I can't find our stash.
Don't worry, gang. I got it all set up for you right here.
Oh,
Timotry!
Hey now, working class folks, it's time to play I Did with your host, Harry Burbank.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to I Did, the show where we take a second look at the person who made you say I do. Joining us today are two wonderful couples. Introducing first George and Pamela from Lexington, Kentucky. And don't forget about Tom and Martha from Chicago, Illinois. Now let's start over here with you, Pamela. You two, hailing from Lexington, Kentucky, you have quite a relationship. How did it begin, and how long have we been together?
Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's been quite a roller coaster with him. You know, you're such a treasure. I'm so shy. Could you?
No.
Could you?
We've been together for under a year. We met at the local liquor store, and we're planning. I know kids are not in our life right now, but I'm thinking one kid a year at this rate will probably be good for us.
Todd, we're going to send it over to you. You two are a lovely, lovely couple. It's a sight for sore eyes just gazing at you. Why don't you tell us in the audience at home how the two of you met?
Well, it was on the train system of Chicago.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for joining us. We're going to get started with round one. Round one, each question will be worth 25 points. And don't forget the most important rule, no wives. Ladies, we're going to have to ask you to exit the room while we ask your husbands a few revealing questions about your relationship. We'll be right back to I Did after these messages from Dad in a Bag.
Ever since last September when my dad passed away, it's been really, really tough. I mean, nobody's around to like take me out to breakfast, play sports with me, yell at me for taking too long in the bathroom, send me job applications that I'll never be interested in. I don't know, man. It just feels like there's something missing. And my mom's a mess, I'm a mess, siblings are a mess, but everything's really been a lot better once we found Dad's back, because even though my dad's gone, he's not really gone. He's right here.
Gentlemen, we're here with our wonderful husbands. Joining me here first is George. Yeah! Tastes good on the lips, I will tell you that much. Are you excited for these questions? How well would you say you know your wife?
Like I said, I met my wife under a year ago. So I would say about as well as she knows herself.
That could mean anything. Women, smaller brains as we know. So that could mean anything.
Yes, of course.
Well,
the smallest brains.
We'll get back to you in just a moment.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we got to say hi to Todd. Todd, thank you so much for making some room for me here. I love the setup you've got going on. I love your vibe, this sweater.
Well, thank you.
Do you mind it? Well, thank you so much, Todd, for being here. Why don't we get to the questions? We're getting into round one here. And remember, round one questions are worth 25 points. It's very important to get off to a strong start. Question number one. Which celebrity couple are you and your wife most alike?
If I can remember the name, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Sonny Bono.
Ooh.
And I can't remember her name for the life of me, but it's Sonny Bono's wife.
Over to you, Todd. What are you working with?
Well, I'm working with Sally Field And gosh darn it, I'm gonna have to go with her husband.
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds and Sally Field, another power couple. We're moving on to question number 2. Question 2. Back to you, George. What is your pet name for your wife?
Well, my wife's name is Pamela, of course.
Yes,
and,
right.
You know, every Easter time we loved eating honey-baked ham. And
delicious.
Every Easter, we've only been together less than a year, but when we did have Easter together, I did call her honey-baked Pam, and it stuck. So we're going to go honey-baked Pam, final answer.
That is rich. Much like a honey-baked ham. How about you, Todd? What are your pet names for your wife?
Shallow throat.
Oh. That could mean a number of things. I'm anxious to hear more about that. Why don't we bring the wives out here? We asked your husbands 2 questions while you were gone. Do you think you know the answers? We'll start off with question number 1. Which celebrity couple did your husband say you were the most alike?
Oh, well, I mean, we've talked about this a lot. I really hope you got this right. But I would say Sally Fields and Burt Reynolds.
Would you like to show us your answer there, George?
Sonny Bono and Sonny Bono's... I couldn't remember her name. What's the second one? I don't know.
Very good.
Thank you.
No points. No points awarded in that round to George and Pamela. That is unfortunate. Moving on to couple number 2. We are over with Todd and Martha over there. Martha, we asked your husband the very same question. What did he say?
Well, I would.
No cheating. No,
Sorry.
Todd.
Sorry.
No.
My answer just it makes sense with how we met. I was so young. Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley.
Stop it.
It's a bit.
Come on, it's literally us. It's our.
It's a little bit dark.
This depicts me in a light that I don't like to be depicted.
Like a rock star.
You're so rock and roll.
Okay, I take that back. Thank you, honey.
Oh.
Sally Field and Burt Reynolds. That's an answer we heard before.
Look at that.
We have some similar minds in our midst.
Sorry.
Moving on to question number 2. We'll bring it back over here to Todd and Pamela over here. Todd, we asked you, what is your pet name for your wife? Pamela, what do you think he managed to answer?
You have to know this. You have to know this. You have to know this.
If it's the one that I'm thinking of.
Yes.
It's from Easter.
Yes?
We had our Easter together.
We had Easter together?
Okay,
Yes.
my final answer is
Todd, why don't you just go ahead and flip that sheet? Go ahead and why don't you reveal your answer for the audience here? That's Honey Baked Pam.
Honey-baked Pam.
Moving on,
Thank you.
Todd. We asked you your pet name. Martha, what do you think his answer was?
Well, since I'm so darn sweet, he's always called me Marmalade.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, Todd,
Yeah, right?
Martha's sweet like marmalade, Todd, eh? Why don't we, what does that say? Shallow throat. It's very close, Todd, but,
Can I explain it?
I would love
I would
for you
rather
to
you
explain
not.
it.
Okay, so sometimes,
What the hell, Todd?
go Nixon.
Why don't we get into round 2? For round 2, I think you know what's coming next. Gentlemen, please leave the room.
22 years ago, my dad left the home to get a gallon of milk and never came back. I was 3 years old and I didn't know him for the rest of my life. One day we got news that he died in a horrible car accident. I never knew him. He didn't have any effect on my life. But with Dad in a bag, I got my very own personalized dad. Do I know him? No. Do I love him? To the moon and back. Yes. Yes, I can start Monday. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for the job opportunity. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll come in next week. Yep. Bye. Thanks, Dad. I always knew I could count on you.
Ladies, thank you so much. You've just been a joy to be around. Your husbands are great. I can tell you have an eye for talent. Well, why don't we get into the questions? Does that sound fun? Good? Yes, there's that uppity attitude I've been waiting for. Does that sound fun? Now, both of your husbands, they love home-cooked meals. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, what would you say their favorite meal of your home cooking is? What is your husband's favorite home-cooked meal? This is a big one. For any married couple, you've got to know what to cook for the man.
Oh, okay.
Pamela, we asked you what your husband loves of your home cooking. What item is his favorite?
Well, honestly, I think it's funny considering the last question and how we kind of didn't do so well on that, but I think he'll get this one. He really does love honey baked ham. Like, truly, actually. Like, really, really, truly, he loves honey baked ham.
Martha, over there. Martha, we asked you the exact same question we just asked over here, so why don't you go ahead and give us your answer?
Well, first of all, Pamela, if you could give me that honey baked ham recipe first. Yes.
Oh,
that
women
could.
sharing. It's a sight for sore eyes.
Anyways, my husband has a little bit of an upset stomach, so not all of my cooking really pertains to him. And he's very tired when he comes home from work, so he loves my dry martini.
Ooh. Skipping the meal entirely and getting right to dessert. I respect that. Now, you say your cooking doesn't pertain to him. Who does your cooking pertain to?
We have one child, and he loves my cooking. Little Roger loves my cooking. Everyone else does, but I don't. Todd just doesn't take to it, so.
Moving back along to question number 2 of round 2. Both of your husbands, again, share a similar backstory. They both got away with accusations of killing their ex-wives. Now, our question to you is, what story did they tell the police to get these accusations removed?
Okay.
Yes, by all means. Go ahead.
So I remember him telling me about this when I had asked on, I think, our 3rd date. He had told me that it was a lack of evidence. Something about gloves and how the gloves didn't seem to fit anymore. I'm not entirely sure. But after he said that, I felt extremely safe, and then he proposed the date after that.
Your husband, also accused of killing his ex-wife, but never found guilty. What story did he tell the police?
Well, I mean, he's so smart, and he really has read up on all of his stuff. So he was able to get away on a technicality.
A simple technicality. Who'd have thought? I'd like to learn a little bit more about that technicality. Why don't we bring the husbands back in? Come on in here, boys.
When my dad left us, there wasn't much to say. Mostly because he wasn't there. And it's just, I feel like I had a lot of things that I didn't get to say when my dad was with us. I never thought that I would have the chance to really get to say those things. And now that I have Dad in the bag, I just feel so refreshed and so relieved that I can live a happy life knowing that we're good. I feel like our relationship's never been better. And, you know, sure, we have our rough patches, but we love each other, you know? Thanks, Dad. In a bag. Like that. Dad, oh my God, Dad, it's like you're here.
While you were out of the room, we asked your wife 2 questions.
Yes.
The first of these questions, it's a difficult one, I'm going to warn you. Now, your wife, by all accounts, is an excellent, excellent chef. What is your favorite meal that she will cook for you at home?
Shrimp scampi.
Oh, delicious.
Shrimp scampi.
Why don't we show off that answer over there, Pamela?
Shrimp scampi.
When have I ever made you shrimp scampi?
Here. The hell is wrong with you? The hell is wrong with you? Get your shit straight! Get your shit straight! Damn it! The hell is wrong?
Boy, am I embarrassed for Pamela. Moving along. We'll go over here to Todd. Todd, if I could have your attention, please. I know the room has erupted in many ways.
I mean, we fight, but we're not like
No.
that. No.
Todd, you like home cooking, right? Yes or no, Todd?
I'll be honest. My darling Shallow Throat isn't the best cook.
Ooh,
in fact, she's into a lot of crazy diets, and well, mainly our dinners consist of diet pills and sleeping aids,
This
which I
body
support.
is natural.
I support. It's
Martha, you
just
have a great figure.
she does. My wife's dry martini.
Moving back over, George, you've been a treat tonight, and I love your attitude, and I love the way you yell.
Thank you.
We asked your wife. You have a little troubled backstory, don't you? We asked your wife about that. We got into it. Now, you were accused of murdering your ex-wife.
I didn't tell them a whole lot.
And we asked your wife how you were able to get away with it despite such damning evidence.
We got this.
I
We got this.
I said that the glove didn't fit, and if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Oh my God!
This couple is bonded over trauma. What a wonderful thing to bond over.
Oh, I feel so safe with you.
Oh, you shouldn't.
You two are gonna make it. I have a feeling about you two. Todd, can you, hey, listen up. We need you to answer that question, and I would love to repeat it, but I feel like you're just gonna start staring off into space. So, just how'd you get away with murdering your ex-wife?
Why are you
You
acting
told him.
s-
You
why are
told him I
acting
killed
so
Heather.
Okay.
Oh.
All you have to do is answer the question and get us some damn points.
50 points, no less.
50.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Actually, for you, Todd, answer this now, and I will double down. 53 points.
That's a lot.
That's more than most.
Make
Yeah.
up for the shallow throat. I swear to God.
Okay. Well, my first wife Heather and I had a house in Maine, and I was making the arrangements for my wife's funeral. I knew she wouldn't survive. Truth.
It's a technicality.
You want me to tell them that?
Please show the camera, please. The technicality.
It was a technicality.
That was the answer we wanted.
It was a technicality.
I made you
Do I
look
have a surprise for you? Get him, boy! Get him!
Right, I've heard enough.
Thank you for joining us on this week's I Did. the show where we know exactly what you did and exactly how to make you pay.